Hello guys. Hey, this is Jet. Hey, what's up guys? So this is going to be short. I got a little bit of news. So if you look right here, first thing on the agenda, I went ahead and got the Amazon special phone tripod. It's just a $15 tripod, but this should allow me to do two things that I haven't been able to do yet, which is get some better running footage once I get this battery for this truck, and number two, get some better build footage. So I'm gonna check this out really quick just to see how it works. I haven't recorded anything with this yet, but try this out. So you should be able to see me, and then you should be able to see me like so. My hands down here at the truck. Got this guy going on. Just kind of checking this out. So there's that. And then really quickly, if you can see the box still in my closet, I went with the well-reviewed FS gt5, the flysky gt5 radio. I got it brand new. Haven't even powered it up yet. I got a lipo pack coming in the mail for 15 bucks. I think it was coming in from Asia, so it's taking a little bit longer to get here. The shipping on these two items was really quick though. I got them in about 2 days. The other item showed up from A-Main that I got, which is, I actually have 4 new items now that I think about it. I got this. This is my first toolkit. Besides Lexan scissors, this is my first toolkit. And it's all right. I mean, the drivers themselves seem to be decent. It comes with a good selection. I'll say that much. It does come with a good selection. This wrench, it doesn't look like it's going to get much use. This is kind of senseless. It's just a really kind of crappy box wrench. But these drivers themselves seem to be decent. I really like the length of them. I like there is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 12 different, because these are both double-sided, or these are all double-sided. So there's 12 different bits, regular hex bits. And, you know, there's Phillips, flathead, and then different hexes. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sockets, and a decent little case. It's got a nice hard thing here. One thing I don't like about the case, when you go to slide these back in, it's really a kind of a bitch to get them into both of the elastics. So that's kind of not that well designed. And then the driver, this works well, but I don't know how long it's going to last. You can see here, you push up on this and put one of those in there, and to get it in there you kind of got to finagle it in. And if you look at the interior, it's just really cheap plastic, and it feels like it's going to give out over time. I don't expect this to last. So what that means is I'm either going to have to there's a few more better made versions of this that I could probably fit these hexes in. Excuse me. But so I'm going to try that. If that does give out, it could work really well. Maybe it'll last better than I think it will. So we're going to see. But as you can already see on my 3 mil thing here, let's zoom, focus in. You can see already starting to wear on the tip. So one thing I'm learning is, so first I was just using the wrenches that came in with the kits, or the one kit that I put together, and they worked well, except for they stripped out. And now I'm starting to see this looks like it's going to strip. And this I use a lot. The 3 millimeter, you need to have a good 3 millimeter because you're going to use it a lot, especially in rock crawling. Pretty much everything's 3 mil, so, or at least in my experience so far. And so I'm going to have to probably upgrade from this $25 toolkit to something even better. It looks like I'm going to at least get another set of these, the more expensive set, and see if they're a better quality metal. Just because the whole point of this toolkit was so that I didn't strip stuff out, and if there's that much wear, like within 20 minutes worth of use, then I'm already pretty sure that I'm going to need to upgrade from this already, because it's not going to do what I bought it to do. But it was worth trying out, and some of the stuff, I'm sure, like the sockets are going to be fine, and some of this stuff I don't use as often, so it won't be that big of a deal. I'll be able to use it sparingly. But these little 3mm hexes, you use a lot. You use on almost every screw on an RC crawler, and so you need a really good quality one. So I'm at least going to have to replace that at some point. It still works fine, but I don't know that it will for very long. So I got the radio. What's new to the truck, I did mount the receiver in here, and I've got my servo. I've got my servo in, and the ESC. Servo in number 1 spot, ESC in number 2. And so that's all mounted up. Really, this truck is now drivable. You know, I got the body. The only thing I need to do is drill the body post holes and the shock tower holes in the truck body, and get a battery. And the battery I want to run in this, like an Ovonic battery, a little 3S 1500 milliamp. I will be able to run for like $15. So $15 more, and this truck will be running, able to start tuning it a little bit out on the rocks. However, it's far from finished. Just to go over it really quick, as it sits now, I've got a BLS X900 in the Works RC 3S direct powered servo. I've seen videos of it. It works really well. I've got in the Works RC modded GTS trx4 shocks. They're flipped upside down with the Losi Mini T-springs. This ESC is not a crawler specific ESC. It's just the 10BL60 from Hobby Wing, and it's waterproof, and it's got drag brake it's got an adjustable drag brake, and you can put crawler reverse on it. I've checked for that. I'm hoping that I'll get some low end out of this, but I very well might have to upgrade this ESC. I don't think I can do 7.4 to my servo, but it's a direct powered servo, so it shouldn't matter anyway. But that's the ESC I got. The motor is a Brood 1800 kV Ride S. This is the stock TRX4 Sport transmission with the in the works RC motor plate and skid and motor mount. Of course, the gspeed frame with the V3 sliders, the spacers, the body post mounts. I've got K&K monster bag flathead 3mm screws in here with Team K&K spacers for the shocks. I've got TRX4 Sport axles. I've got the stock Canyon Trails and stock TRX4 foams in here, the newer ones that are kind of soft. I've got an XT60 connector that I put on. And I've got the creep body over here that I painted and cut and everything. And that's where it's at now. Where it's going to be, it's going to get some flat D-hole, some flat wheels. I'm going to go with the SSD D-holes, the $35 for a pair bead locks with some JEC signature beadlock rings with the little skulls on them, and then the shadow rings behind it, the red shadow rings. So it'll be a black flat rim with a red shadow ring, and then aluminum skull beadlock rings. Those are the wheels. The tires, I'm going to go with the Boom Racing Hustler MT 4.75s with the dual stage foams. The axles, I am going to get the cheapest brand name. I'm not going to go with Chanquish, but I'm going to go with the cheapest brand name. I think it's like STR Racing or ABR, ABT or something like that. And one of the $30 diff covers, the brass one. So this is going to go to brass. Then I got a skull to continue the skull theme with the beadlock rings. I'm going to get the aluminum skull cover that's on A-main for this rear diff. I am getting in the works high clearance links, a custom set of 12.8 wheelbase links. Right now my wheelbase is just under a foot long, which is pretty short. I think it's the custom skid with, originally the links in these drive shafts are for a 12.3 base, but this skid is a custom skid, and I think it brings it in a little bit with the geometry of the G-Speed frame and skid. So I'm getting those. Those are $70 from In the Works RC. That's happening soon. The diff covers are happening soon. I'm going to get the program card for the ESC, and it's getting, initially it's going to get a Reefs, the new Reefs 800 IS low profile servo winch that's going to go right here temporarily. And then I think I'm going to try to mod up the Rock Pirates RC servo and winch tray, so I get a little bit better geometry on my servo winch. And this truck's heavy already, so I don't mind a little bit of extra metal. I'm really curious to see what it weighs because it's pretty damn hefty, guys. Like, I gotta say, it feels like 10 pounds, but if I had to guess, I would say 7.5, 8 pounds right now. And of course, it's got the raw carbon chassis. It's got the TRX4 Sport transmission, which is heavy, and it's got steel bead locks, which I'm going to keep this. I'm going to continue with metal bead locks. I like those until I go to a light build, but that's what she's going to end up getting. Oh, and I am getting the super shafty drive shafts just because when I get they're more of a telescoping drive shaft, and I got a really close link drive shaft situation. Barely touches. It doesn't really affect performance, but it does touch a little bit. And so I'm pretty sure the high clearance links is going to clear that once I put those on, and that's getting purchased here soon, sometime this month in October. Probably in about 2 weeks I'll do my next order, which will be diff covers, program card, links, and drive shafts. And I might get an underdrive gear for the rear end, because I'm at 13% now. But that's about what's going to happen on that truck. And so technically, as soon as I get and I'm getting batteries and a charger. That's what else I'm getting. I'm just going with the cheap Reedy charger. It's like $16. I got plenty of time. I only got one truck right now, so I got plenty of time at night to charge for the next day. And I'll probably just go with a Ovonic or a Tattoo 1500 milliamp because this truck's a little on the heavier side. So I figured that should give me at least the same amount of run time that guys are getting out of 850 pack, just so I kind of know, kind of be on the same wavelength as most guys on the G-Speed or in the G-Speed community. And the other thing I haven't talked about yet is that sometimes you just got to start a build somewhere. And, usually for me, that's like, if you buy a piece like these 4.19 tires, I want to do a class 1 build, and now I have something that's specific to that class 1 build, and so now I can just start, acquiring parts. So I got the first little chunk of one of my next builds, which is going to be a class 1 hard body. I might do some custom cage work. It might be the LC70 body with interior. It might be the RC 4-wheel drive, one of their Toyota hard bodies with interior. I'm not sure exactly yet. It kind of depends on cost and, what I've seen done with them. I like both of those bodies. But that's coming in the next 6-month phase of my life. I'm going to be working on that. As well as I've decided on building a second class 2 rig that's a little bit more lighter base than this. I'm going to go with, I'm just going to buy an Enduro Builder's Kit for $249 and just use the shocks and links and drive shafts on that. It's got high clearance links in the kit. It's got decent shocks. Use that stuff just like I did out of the TRX4 Sport kit on this build. But I'm going to do it with the carbon fiber chassis, carbon fiber rims, and carbon fiber bumpers. Oh, that's the other thing that's coming for this is the bumper, which I've told you guys about that in the other video. But basically, I just want to share with you, I got the tripod, so there will be running footage and better build footage. I would have really liked to do the fast forward speedy build footage of this build as it went along. And I got the remote, batteries in the mail, it's coming, and I got the toolkit, and I got the new tires. My next purchase probably is going to be, besides this truck, the stuff to finish up this truck, mostly, because I still have another purchase after my next purchase. I still got at least 2 more purchases, because I got the bumpers, the links, and diff covers, and the program card, and batteries, and charger for this truck I'm going to purchase soon. And then after that, I'm going to have to get the winch and the servo tray and stuff like that, because I can't afford to do it all in one purchase. But shortly thereafter, I will be buying the Enduro or the Element Builder's Kit, just so I have something started. Because once you usually I like to buy at least the axles for a build, because once you get the axles, it's like almost everything costs equal or less than that. About the ESC and the motor and the body and stuff like that, and you can just start spending once a month, spend $200 on parts for that build, and before you know it, you got a truck. And that was my experience with this truck, and I really liked how it went, because it just kind of built up to something, and finally is a full truck. And I don't think on this truck I did spend $600 at once, and then I spent $300 on the next order. But I'd like to just do like $200 a month ish, something reasonable for now. And then if I want to have 2 builds going at once, I could probably still afford to do that. Spend about $400 a month. And so I'm going to buy that Enduro kit. And then I'll just start buying parts for the Class 1 and the second Class 2, which probably at some point I might turn this into a Class 3, or the other Class 2 into a Class 3 if I wanted to. I don't know if I will do that or just start a new Class 3. But I could at least sell one of them to start the Class 3, or turn it into a Class 3. I'll have some more options. But anyway, guys, hit like and subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate it. I'm new to YouTube. I just learned how to upload videos. I just downloaded the YouTube Studio. I don't have a laptop of my own. I have to borrow one. So my editing right now is pretty limited. I don't know how easy it is to do on your phone, if at all possible. So just bear with me on that. But hit like and subscribe, because I will figure this out and get better videos as time goes on. Thank you so much, and have a great day, guys. Peace.